Welcome back to Prestige Motorsports. I'm Doug, and today what we're going to do is talk about a legendary package for us, something that we do a bunch of here, is the 8-stack motors, and just kind of cover what this engine package and transmission is, and some of the core differences on this particular build for a customer, Malcolm, across the pond. Alright, so just starting from the bottom up, basically this particular application is using the Shelby block, so that's a nice feature because this is going in a CSX9000 Daytona. So that's kind of a special deal. I think this is going to be one of the first ones in Australia or New Zealand. So we use the all aluminum block, obviously use the Shelby logoed cylinder heads as well, which is an AFR cylinder head, just rebranded. This is our 575 horsepower package, which is very, very common here at Prestige. It's a hydraulic roller. Again, 575 horsepower. Typically with the 8-stack, it'll make in the 80s or 90s, so they do run a little bit better upstairs. Of course, at the bottom, you see we're running an Aviate oil pan. We kind of do that because it's era specific for those vehicles, whether it be Daytona Coupes or the GT40s. And then this is using a Shelby valve cover, which we've removed a little clip here on the valve cover that usually would be for the wire looms to come over. And he's going to put a badge right there over top. So these are little subtle differences, but it's just the extra mile that we go to satisfy our clients. So this one, using these covers, they don't clear the valve train. And rather than compromising the rocker arms, we've used a spacer underneath this Shelby cover, which works really well. The spacer blends in with the head so you barely notice. The overall goal for this project, for this particular consumer, was natural aluminum finish with black accents. Very little to no polishing. So as you see, natural aluminum block, cylinder head, even the valve cover adapter. And then we've got the Shelby black cover with the machined fins. We've done the manifold in natural, black throttle body, and a polished air horn. This is probably one of the few that we've done with black anodized rails, unless the entire thing's blacked out. So we did the black rails and black throttles. Again, a nice mix between black and aluminum. And then up front, we used a March pulley and bracket system. And this one's the black powder coated bracket. Normally the accessories come in chrome. So what we've done is changed to a natural aluminum alternator as well as the AC compressor, and the only real polishing is the front faces of the pulleys and the stacks on top. So just they're very minor differences, but again, just want to emphasize what we will do for you here at Prestige. Alright, so many of you know us providing everything from radiator to the fuel tank. In most of your Cobra, Daytona type packages, it's really just a driveline you need, so turnkey engine and then of course transmission. So in this case, for this customer, we use the new TKX. We pair that with a QuickTime bell housing. I like the scatter shield bell housing for two reasons. One, safety, and two, fitment. It's not a real thick aluminum bell, so it's easier to fit in the vehicle chassis. And obviously, as you see here, it's mocked up. This thing's getting ready to go in the crate. So one of the things we do is put the block plate on, put the flywheel, the clutch, set all of the, so this is a twin disc clutch, so we try to make sure we measure the distance between each disc and the appropriate mating surface. We're going to take an A and B measurement to get our clutch free plate for the hydraulic release bearing. And that's this is something that we prefer over an external slave cylinder. The internal ones work really, really well as long as they're set up correctly. So we try to always set up that for the customer. We'll test fit the transmission, and as you've seen here, and we'll slide it back away and put it beside the engine in the crate for shipping purposes.
600, 459 foot-pounds of torque, each torque 5.125, each horsepower 583, so everything's good.
So once again, if you're looking for a customized engine package that's tailored to your ride, give us a call, Prestige Motorsports.